Alrighty, let's get this. Alrighty, here we go. Here we go. Alright, he's going straight in. You want 10 minutes of reset timer? Oh, I didn't have a timer set up. Okay. Stopwatch. Let's go. It begins. Alright, I have put on a stopwatch. I'm not putting in an overlay because I'm just using the Google one. Alright, here we go. Yo, you liked it on, Puchy? Okay, we are going unlimited. Unlimited hard, okay. Okay, here's the deal, everybody. It's Pitchy, we're here. Yo, Katara and Rika are here. Hey, Katara, come watch George play some Graze counter.
Sorry, what was that?
Come watch some Graze counter, Katara.
What is this?
This is Graze Counter GM, the second version of a shooter called Graze Counter. So what you want to do is you want to shoot. You want to shoot bullets. You want to keep restarting. Myself, George, and Helix and John are all going to do runs of this before dinner tonight.
Hi, is that like a VTuber thing, or is that a part of the game?
No, that's the pilot of the ship.
Okay.
Okay, so this game's got lots of bullets. You know, like the time you got your ass kicked by Chlorets? Here's the thing. This game lets you cheat a lot. So, anytime you are near a bullet, then it fills up this gauge at the bottom right, the Graze counter. When that's full, you can release your Graze counter, which is this big-ass beam that destroys bullets and makes you invulnerable for a while.
Okay.
And when every bullet that you destroy with the Graze counter fills up the break gauge, which when full activates a hyper mode where you do more damage and it clears the screen of bullets, getting you even more points. You get an extend every like 3 million points in the game where your score is going to be in the trillions.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of lives in this game.
Damn.
So George is playing on the second hardest difficulty, and he's playing in the unlimited mode, which means every time he kills an enemy, they also shoot bullets. This is what these weird haphazard green shots are. He's playing, so normally with the 4 default characters you pick in this game, that you pick the character, you pick the difficulty, you also pick one particular buff that you get.
Yeah.
So the buffs are from memory, increasing the, you can have iframes from a lower point in the Graze counter gauge being filled. One of them is you slowly recover a shield over time. And the third one is something which I've forgotten because they changed it in this version. You know, George is cheating a bit. George is playing the character which has all 3 of those buffs, which is pretty strong.
George is gaming.
Yeah. Holy cow, I need to bring the audio here. It's not capturing, I don't think. It does appear to have gotten that no miss in stage 1. I'm interested to see the timing that George is going to do on their shots. Anyone in the chat, let us know how the audio levels are. Oh, yeah, we go. Beam the beep. That gives you that break gauge. Okay, we're not going for a second break activation here. We're just going to go for the kill. From memory, you get... Oh, there we go. We've got to make sure that the break's on the kill to get the bonus. The extra stars. Oh, yeah, I have stars on very visible at the moment. Because I thought it would be cool to see the stars, to see lots of shiny. You'll be seeing some shiny, don't worry. Okay, stage selection. Yeah. Okay, George, I want to know, what is your reasons for picking stage 2B here? Okay. George is doing it because it's what you do in vanilla Graze counter. I pick stage 2B more often because it's a more fun stage. 2A is really boring. Well, that said, with the character I'm picking, I will be picking 2A for scoring purposes. For reasons that will become clear, yeah. So this stage, you got lots of ice cubes. These ice cubes are a jerk because they're a physical hit. And of course, when you're playing Unlimited, they also release those revenge bullets. Yeah, nice, getting those tap steps. Back to that great break gauge, nice and filled up. A bit early on that break pop, but you know, you're just tacking in a bit of extra score before you let it rip with that Graze counter. Now, of course, there is on top of the Graze counter, there is also the Graze counter, which is the number which is currently at 1,000. That's the maximum number it can be. Every frame that you are grazing against a bullet, that's hovering near a bullet, that counter will increase up to a maximum of 1,000. That has a multiplier for every kill. Basically, everything you do is multiplied by that Graze counter multiplier. So you want to have that at 1,000 as much of the game as possible. Now, we haven't talked about the items, so there's periodically item drops in this game. A lot of this game is references to other shooting games, loving tributes. So the item drop is very much a nod to Chorin Char 68K for the Motorola X68000. and of course ported to Windows in like 2001. Wonderful game. Check out Choren Shah 68K. In that game, there's quite often these item drops, which will be that spinning triangle like that, and if it's full, rather, if you sit in the, so you can choose like, it's usually a shield or a 1-up, a filling up both of your gauges, or immediately getting your Graze counter up to 1000. But if you hover around the middle of this, get inside and hover around the middle for just long enough, we'll see if George goes for it here. Yeah, nice. Boom, there you go, you get all 3 item pickups. That also increases your rank a bit if you're playing on a difficulty where rank matters. Cranking up that damage. Here we go. So this boss is annoying because it shoots these big streams of ice cubes, and if you're not really paying attention, then the durability of those cubes, particularly on high difficulties, can really interfere with your routing and wind up taking a life. Now, as you can see, George is already up to 9 extra lives. On top of that, he will usually have a one-hit shield, and whenever he loses it, if he stays alive long enough, then he will get it back because of the character he's playing. But yeah, we saw there. There's a botch. And the biggest problem with dying in this game is you get points for based on how many lives you have at the end of the game, as well as when you die, it means that your Graze counter goes back to 0, which is very bad for scoring. You then got to waste a bunch of time trying to crank that Graze counter back up to max. Stage 3, show me your moves. There's stages 1, 3, and 5 are the same every time. You get to choose which stage 2 or stage 4 you want. This stage is the one where you can get quite a bit. These tanks are quite tanky. Good choice, good call. Oh, unfortunate on that positioning there. Wasn't able to get the triple pickup. Gonna activate that break, trying to get that kill there. Yeah, Graze counter to pivot out of that there. Get back into break state. We'll see when he decides to pop it, because, yeah, it's nice to just have that guaranteed 1k when you're dealing with this break to just iframe through the remaining Zucko. I mean, you want to be at 1000 Graze counter for those guys. So here we have just your good old-fashioned directed shot here. Does this 4 times, followed by doing the double beam. Yeah, you can get a lot of stars built up by Graze countering the big beams. You generally want to Graze counter there rather than just milking the Graze, because the accompanying shots in the middle there are really hard to dodge. Ooh, yeah, it's a bit sloppy. Not fan of this. Watch out. Yeah, bye. Ooh, don't like that. Now, I think we fight Kidasame Blade when you're picking this character. You're picking the final boss of the game. Oh, no. This section, yeah, this is a really good demonstration of, like, there's a lot of dodging in this game that would be very hard if this game didn't have such outrageously exploitable systems. There's a lot of bullets here. Good thing there's so many that my Graze counter is going to fill up very quickly. I've got to let rip. And I've got a 1-up in there. Nice. And the shield's recovered. There we go. Oh, no, we got the Revolgia. Huh. Oh, yeah, because the last ship 8 is Shin Kidasame Blade. Yeah, Revolgia has this annoying thing. Nice, where we're not gonna pop any resources. Oh, the swag dodge. Let's go here. Okay, breaking through the first initial barrage here. We're gonna Graze counter through the second one. Keep it simple, keep it safe. There we are. We're at that break gauge again. Lost the shield, but if we play this safe, we should be able to recover it in time. There we go. Big beam with the accompanying spread shot that messes with you when you're trying to do big damage there. Iframing through. No! Too early. Yeah, just gonna Graze counter our way through here. George isn't gonna go for a big Graze here. He could if he wants to. He could spend some time milking the Graze counter. Oh no, first we got the... Yo, you like Hibachi? Like I mentioned, there's a bunch of tributes to the history of late 90s through noughts shooters. So yeah, there we have one of the most iconic patterns of the Dodonpachi Hibachi fight. That's the true last boss from the second Donpachi game. Indeed, this cycle of tribute and replication is indeed a textual thing if you play the game with the dialogue. The plot of this game is you're a bunch of operatives. The metaverse went bad, and so a bunch of cyber operatives have to fly cyber jets through cyberspace. Nice, good positioning there. Okay, just taking the boost there, getting that 1k. It's not super important to get the triple when you're able to just naturally recover your shields. Now, I'll see how much milk we do off these big beams. Not sure I agree with that break activation. Like, you get a lot of value from Graze countering these big beams. And hey, we're maintaining that chain. Maintaining that big 1000. Good activation. There we go. There's the boost. I think we got... Oh no. It's not quite yet. There we go. Here we go. You really want to be a 1k for yet another one of these gigantic Zako waves. Especially as we get to the second half there. Good delay. Good delay to make sure that this one Graze counter is going to be enough to get pretty much everyone on the wave. Oh, that sucks. Good thing we do have a pickup here. This is from memory, the last item pickup on 4A. Yeah, Graze countering through, and I presume he's going to be mashing break. Yeah, mashing break. And then just mashing that Graze counter button again. Yep. You can tell when you're going to have the iframes. Certainly with this character, you get the iframes earlier than usual on a... Oh no, there is one more. Oh, that's right. Yeah, here's this last wave of Zako. Zako meaning small fry, of course. Any sort of trash mobs is really the English language equivalent. Alright, the Violet Devil, here we go. Yo. You like Blackheart? First pattern, we just get this assorted spray. This is very much... This is just an EVAC in Doom pattern right here. And then after that will be Big Beam. Move to the side. Good, yeah. Breaking just to be safe there. Now you get, yeah, more Zaku shooting the big beams that you can use to crank things up here. You get the assorted spray here. Oh, yeah, gonna have to graze through this one. Okay, charge up, and here we go, the Winder. Vulcan Sweep is back, baby. Significantly easier to dodge than Blackhearts in Battle Gorega and Battle Rider. And gonna Graze counter through the pass-through. Yep, there we go. Fill up the rate gauge off these trash mob beams to go back to pattern 1. Pop the break. Pretty close to death here. One more Graze counter is gonna be pretty much all we need. And get the break kill. Make sure we get those extra points. Oh, you can wait until the Winder if you really want to optimize that. Will we get another extra life? There we go. 10 lives going into the final stage. The 5th stage, as it were. The Administrator. So yeah, you're there to fix... The metaverse has gone bad. People are getting trapped inside the metaverse. And so as you get to the last couple of fights, you learn that the second to last fight is an attempt by the AI to just copy your data. And then the final boss, it turns out, is an entity that's incapable of creating... It's ChatGPT. It's incapable of creating anything actually new and barely comprehends the things it's doing. It's just... taking the patterns that have been seen through by bosses earlier in the game and regurgitating them, slightly remixing them. There's a bunch of big cool-off sections here. So here we see the mini-boss from Stage 1 making a return. Popping that break, getting that Graze counter, passing all the way back again, pop the break again. There we go. Now, this mini boss is annoying because you do want to break it as much as you can. Because if you take long enough in this fight, then it will just try and ram you. There we go. Case in point. And that break was active long enough that it has delayed. Because if you aren't grazing for a while, your Graze counter starts dropping. There we go. The first item drop of this stage coming from, I've forgotten her name, but she's a maid who's a programming genius and an ace pilot, and extremely gay. Wow. Well there, chatbots, you are lucky that I cannot be bothered correctly logging in and deleting you all. Next item drop. All your friends. Even the ships which aren't in the game. Now we're gonna get a line of 4 ships that shoot big beams. This is a section where you kind of want to stagger a little bit just to get some more resources, build up some break, make sure that your counter is at max, your break counter. Interesting to see, where's George gonna pop? Okay, aiming to do it at the end of the spray shots where you build up the beam. There we go. This is also, likewise, this is a refight of the stage 1 boss. Now it's like poetry. It's like all those cave games with the Manabunamaki soundtracks, where the stage 5 theme is a further development and arrangement of the stage 1 theme. Of course, while you're using your Graze counter beam, that means you can't be building up your Graze counter combo, which does mean that if you happen to be in a lost combo state, you can really mess with your combo gain. Here we go, sitting in the middle, nice, get everything filled up. Final guard. If you're not playing any of the starting 4 characters, you just get a mirror image of the main character, Kazuki. He's a good boy. Very gender. This game is very gender. And we're going to activate and tack on the damage here. Like, this is pretty much all just this. This is a very intimidating looking spread, but it's pretty much all a directed shot. So you basically, yeah, George is close to what you need to do. I'm just doing the tap dodge. On the other hand, if you take a death like that here, building up, you want to just kind of resource exploit until we're back at that initial pattern. That's where you're going to max things out. Also building up here as much as you can, because we get, yeah, once the return of the Hibachi pattern. Sadly, some patterns have been altered from the first release of this game, which was built with STG Builder, which is a spin-off of Desamon 2, actually. And in that version of the game, there are a lot more Ketsui patterns. I think there's really only one Ketsui pattern, which we're not going to see because we picked 4A, not 4B. So we're going to get the Winder instead. Alright, here we go. Bullet Angel, the final boss. We're going on Cave True Last Boss rules here. If you activate your break or you're in the post-death iframes, then the boss also has iframes for those periods. Graze countering, though, does not trigger the boss's iframes, which is extremely exploitable. And I'm pretty sure that's not how it worked in vanilla. Yeah, just being as pragmatic as we can here. As soon as we hit that blue, just activate. Yeah, the freaking ice beam. This is the most annoying part. So yeah, what you picked in stage 2 and 4 determines what patterns this fight will do. The Bullet Angel. I got that shield back here. Let's see if he pops the break. Yeah, avoiding the break. Won't avoid it until you know you're going to be setting up the killing blow. Oh, I hate those spreads so much. Oof. Took the hit there. There we go. There's our good friend the Winder. Whoa, that's rough. George gonna go for maxing it out here. Close to death here. Oh, we're gonna delay, Oh, a bit too early though, not a fan of that one. That was a mistake. Okay, let's see what the final score is after the stage clear bonuses. And we'll get these. I'm just gonna hit print screen. I can't be bothered transcribing the numbers right now because they are big. And I'll take screenshots of them all and we'll compare them at the end. Okay, 279. Oh yeah, this is one of the starting characters. So hey, look, we get a picture at the end. We do not get the text though. As Helixodron steps up for run number 2. Does George want to join me on the commentary? We shall find out. Alright, get into that button config. Hey George, have you done the 100,000 points on Laser Maiden 2?
I have not played Laser Maiden 2 yet.
Oh, that's the worst. It is the... Oh no, he's doing the Laser Maiden 2 demo? Here we go. So it's a fixed screen shooter. It's Space Invaders. The big thing is when you shoot one of the cats, it's worth 100 points. If you shoot their ghost, and it will do a big horizontal swipe like that, and that beam will give you 500 points. If you're playing on the Switch version, then you only have to hit 30k for an achievement. If you're playing the PC version, you have to hit 100k in this thing. You unlock this after clearing the game 7 times. Oh, there we go. There's the big screen wipe one. Yeah, questionable decision. Use the when the cats land, they just sit there and will kill you if you touch them. Oh no, this isn't good. It begins. Fortunately, got that horizontal wrap, so we're not completely trapped in that corner. Alex John trying to be a bit tactical here. Waiting, praying for that rainbow. We could really use a wish right now. Here we go, here we go. There we go. Clear out all the enemies. Clear out all the cats. Alright, we are a third of the way there to getting that 100k Chivo, which I have not done still. Because this game is not Space Invaders 94. Which is, of course, the best Space Invaders. Oh, there we go. Oh, nearly halfway there. Pretty sure you get more if you kill the screen clearers with the beam still. Whoop. No. Do your run, kid. Do your run. Damn it. Just run into it. Just run into one and game over. F. Do. Alright, let's see. Okay, we're playing Unlimited. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Here we go. Unlimited, extreme difficulty, just like Pitchy's gonna be doing. We're playing Machinery Tomoko here. So Machinery Tomoko, beloved VTuber Machinery Tomoko, she's got a drill. So when you Graze counter, you do have the beam. And she's got the fastest movement in the game, and her only shot is this drill. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, you get some reset time. I'm gonna say 5 minutes. 5 minutes max reset. Reset time. Because really, like, the first half of this stage on higher difficulties is the hardest part of the run. Likewise, when you're in break with Tomoko, you do get the boost thing. The important thing is that these break beams and these boost beams, they all stack. Like, obviously, you break your Graze counter so you can abuse the iframes to get in up close and hit things with this drill, which does insane damage. You're gonna see that when we get to the bosses. You're gonna see some very funny stuff happening. This is the character that I did the extra stage challenge with. Elixidron, did you use Tomoko for the extra stage challenge? Nice. Elixidron has done it with more than one character. Okay, mini boss. Here we go. Here we go. Watch this. And I gotta break again, and then pop it again. There we go. Look at that. It is dead. There we go. The best. They're just melting these enemies. Alright. Making sure we got the good positioning there. I have a feeling the game audio hasn't been picking up the whole time. I've certainly been getting picked up. Wanna join me on the mic, George? Wanna talk about some Graze counter? Yeah, 2A, this stage is more interesting on high difficulties than it is on the lower ones. There's no shame about playing this game on lower difficulties. In some ways, it has a drastically different rhythm on lower difficulties, as you have to really scrimp and save in order to actually get your resources. Whereas on high difficulties, you just go, whoa, hey, iframe abuse, iframe abuse.
You winning, Cam?
So George has won the game. Helixtron is up now. Helixtron is playing VTuber Machinery Tomoko.
That's awesome.
One of the unlockable characters. She's got a drill.
That's cool.
And she's the fastest character in the game.
Will
and
she
so
pierce the heavens, though?
She does pierce the heavens. You see, you gotta abuse your iframe so you can then point blank stuff.
That's awesome.
Like so. Like those enemies are not supposed to die that quick. You're gonna see it again when they next pop the beam. There we go. Look at that. Just deleted.
Actually, too good a game.
Too
Holy
strong.
moly.
Yep. This game looks very scary, but it's quite easy to play. Here we go. Yeah, okay, there's definitely some audio pickup issues happening that I'll have to fix after Helix's run. I saw some unexpected faces appearing behind me. As we go into this boss. So this boss is much better for scoring than the 2B boss. But unfortunately we're not here to play for score. We're here to play for murder. We're here for kills. For blood, for savagery, for cruelty. Oh my goodness me. This Helix. Now it's stage 3, so the Executor Girl, so we're gonna be... This is good, we're gonna get different bosses. We're going to get the Kitasame Blade fight this time, which I prefer. Oh wait, no, on higher difficulties, no I don't, wait. Let's see if Helixtron's got strats for the opening salvo. At first, we gotta drill. We gotta drill so many dudes. And of course, this is... So Tomoko doesn't have a way of regenerating the shield, so we do need to make sure we get the shield back from shield pickups. And this does mean that it can be that much more difficult when you make mistakes. It can snowball a lot more on such characters. You no longer get that insurance each time you die. And pop the beam and just run through everything. Yep. Do that break cancel first just to get all those stars. Attack on the extra points that you can. Yeah, this section's a bit tricky when you're playing Tomoko. This section, on the other hand, absolute joke with it. It's joke. Oh my goodness me, the last stray button. Oh, well that sucks. Not gonna do any Graze milking. And I believe that's the end of the level. Here we go, Kitasame Blade. Alright, what's his strat? Does he have a strat for the opening salvo? Oh, he does have a strat. Good. Get those starter steps. We're gonna milk the last one. Build up that Graze just a little bit. Yeah, waiting for that first salvo to kick in, then big beam. Here we are. That should be dead. There we go. Kill that boss. Kill it to bits. See ya. We'll see you later, Blade. I assume we're gonna go to stage 4B. Yep. A high-speed dimension. This stage is harder than 4A. I think 4A is better scoring. The bosses are about the same in terms of score milk. Stage 4A has a lot more of those little guys that you can kill. Yeah, there we go. This stage is also the basis for how the extra stage is laid out. The extra stage, pretty nasty stuff. Oh, hate to lose that shield before the mid-boss. Mid-boss is this big tank coming up here. That's alright, we're doing the Yakuza design. Mid-boss tank. Oh yeah, that's rough. Just trying to remember when the mid-boss fight actually begins. There we go, being a way through. Now we're gonna rush in. No, we're not gonna rush. We're not gonna go for that item pickup. Just go for the shield. Just pick up the shield. Don't go for the triple. Yeah, got the shield in the middle of all that brouhaha. Alright, now we're actually approaching the tank fight. Watch out for those revenge bullets. For there, ya bye. Big beam, is he gonna milk it? Oh, watch out, yeah, that big beam's right in front of you, mate. Oh! Too late on hitting that break input. Okay, next beam's gonna kill. Oh no, gonna get it during the break period instead. No Graze counter. Tomaco's feeling pretty good about this all. Now, I think there's a couple more enemies after this item, but there might not be. Oh no, we're going straight into the boss. Here we go. That pattern is a lot more Ketsui in his energy, this version of the Vulcan Sweep. Nice. Great thing about Helix John going for the speedrun route is it means we'll be done close to 7. And we can go get dinner. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Nemba is reporting that she got owned in Magic.
Yep.
Tragic to see.
I made the choice of playing a ramp deck against a whole bunch of people that realized I summoned the largest dipshit possible and then destroyed me immediately.
They killed her dude. They're in her base killing her dudes. It's tragic. Hate to hear it.
I summoned Ultron, they said, yeah, that's not hard, and then tapped my Ultron to try to keep 17. I was trying to ramp down the entire time. Classic, really.
Oh, bit of miscalculation there by Helixodron. Thought they had just enough resources for that break, but a bit short. So, see, Helix doesn't have the position memorized of where to go for to get the pickup from Revolgear, which is going to be Kitasame. Here we are. Watch her frowning. Very good. I got the triple. The other nice thing about getting the triple is that it clears the screen. You get a bullet cancel, which gives you a bit more score. This bit's so good. And getting up to the next item pickup here. Gonna let this break gauge expire. And that large throbbing drill. Got 17 lives currently for Helixodron. That's with a couple of deaths. Keep it simple, just breaking, nice and pragmatic. There we go, dead. Make sure to get some Graze in just to refill that Graze gauge. There we go. You're gonna beam this? Yeah. Get that break gauge refilled. Just in time for big pop. Oh yeah, this is tricky. Don't like this one. Yep. As soon as that gauge is blue, mash that. One more one up. Max it on those resources. Here we go. Is the real cream. Okay, so this is the speed kill character number. So we're on the second to last boss. There's two bosses for the end of the game here. Final God, we're going to see these bosses get absolutely melted. There we go. In. Oh, I didn't get quite close enough. Let's see this time. There we go. That's a bit better. So that's quarter of the life done already with the boss. And he's got to break and get the gauge filled. Go up again. There we go. That's half-life. And now we can just sit here and we can just keep drilling with that Graze counter just to really crank up the damage. There we are. That boss is dead. So now we're at the final. Yeah, now we're at the true last boss. If you ever use the yellow gauge, your hyper mode, the boss will gain a bunch of iframes. Likewise, when you die, it has iframes. Yeah. It's the K final boss syndrome. The Graze counter is immune to that. So we're going to do the invol beam and we're going to point blank this boss and it's going to die very quickly. There we go. Yeah, we got the good positioning. Nice. Oh, didn't break. That's the thing. Because the break cancels the bullets, but those ice cubes are classed as physical objects. They're not cancelled by bullet cancels. That's right. They are immune to cancel culture. Oh, that's dead. There you go. And let's see what the final score is for Helix. After 15 hours of waiting for this thing to do its destruction animation. There we go. Helixodron stalling things here because the game won't actually end until that break gauge is ended. Alright, there is the numbers. I'm taking screenshots of what the numbers, we can work out what the numbers actually mean later. Alright. And I guess it's my turn. Wish me luck. I'm going to be playing Nexalts.
Okay, so here we have Pitchy with what is probably the most broken ship in the game, Nexalts from Grand Cross Renovation. So what we have here is, it's pretty much a normal ship until he enters brake mode, which will give you the Sunblade, a laser that will eat pretty much every bullet it comes in contact with during the entire duration. And that overlaps with your ship's hurt box, so you basically cannot die unless you hit collision damage. Yes! And basically any bullet that gets eaten will get turned into stars, and that translates to points. And now the general trade-off with Nexalts is that it's a very low DPS ship, so very few enemies during the stages will die. But during bosses, you would just spend the entire duration eating bullets, and number goes up. This is not enough. The world is not enough. Oh, hello.
Like some bacon snack.
I'm good, thank you. This is yours.
Man, the bootleg one I have is like this big. It's like, that's how you know it's a bootleg. It's like bigger than the original.
Absolutely enormous. So yeah, do you like watching bullets turn into stars?
I do.
And
I love Crimson Clover. I got another 109 seconds of this, baby.
entire boss timer is just gonna be eating these bullets.
Instead of telling Graze.
Now you'd think you'd want to overlap the bullets with the, or you'd want to overlap the Sunblade with the spawn point of the bullets, but no, that does damage to the enemy. You don't want that. You don't want to kill them. So just gonna sit back, relax, watch some number go up. Ran out of brake mode. You gotta just counter some bullets. Get that brake. There we go. Swing it around and back to watching some numbers. And the best part, you watch the score count, suddenly seven lives.
Look at that star spell.
Number truly do be going up. Alright, getting the triple grab. Braking, we've got our Sunblade up. Now you just hang out. Just make sure to eat as many bullets as possible.
Okay, that'll do us for the Graze counter. That's like 5.9 trillion. That is not enough. The world is not enough. We'll be back later on with Gundam. In the meantime, this setup's going to be used for some Beatmania 2 Deluxe, so we'll see you later.